All right, it's 3 o'clock.
Ready to rock?
We're ready to rock.
April 20th.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley,
Aye.
Mr. Rowland,
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to open the Board of Selectmen's meeting April 20th, 2021 at 3 p.m.
See, for the vast amount of people that are on the meeting, we are headed into executive session. We will return. So I make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing contract negotiations that, if discussed in open session, could have a negative effect on the negotiating position of the town. We will return to open session.
Second.
Motion been duly made and second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley,
Aye.
Mr. Rowland,
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to go into executive session for contract negotiations to return to public session.
Hang on one sec, Mike. Yes. Oh, John Nash. That's John Nash putting in the
Yeah.
chat box.
Yeah.
Okay. I will see you all there and log back on shortly.
Yes, you will.
Hey, Michael, do we have the login for executive session?
Yes, I sent it. Did you not get it?
I'll find it. If you
Yeah,
send it, I'll find it.
About 15 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. I haven't looked at my email. I'll do it. All right. See ya.
Okay. Motion to reopen our meeting.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley,
Aye.
Mr. Rowland,
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to return to public session for our Selectmen's meeting Tuesday, April 20th at 3 p.m.
Okay. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take something out of order.
By all means.
Lieutenant, you're here on 9, you and Cindy. Is that right?
Yes.
Beach hires. So tell us about the beach hires.
Right, so it's that time of year. We're excited to have our returning employees and some new employees return to the beach. Hopefully we have another good season. Last year we had our challenges with COVID, and we managed to get additional employees and get it done and make sure everybody had a safe summer down the beach. We hope to do the same this time around. This in particular group of new hires that we are recommending is one of the best, if not the best, that I've seen come through. Cindy agrees. I don't mean to speak for her. She's on here too, but great crew of prospective young candidates here for us to make this beach season great.
Great. Cindy, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Okay. Chris or Steve, any questions?
No questions.
Great. These candidates or the returnees have been great every year, so we hope they have a safe season. So move to vote on the beach hires as proposed.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley,
Aye.
Mr. Rowland,
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to hire and return beach staff.
Okay. Thanks, Lieutenant. Thanks, Cindy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Okay. Take care. Mike, you have the town administrator report.
Yes, the week of April 12th, I had a meeting with PMA. On Mondays, I meet with PMA to go over the agendas for both the police meeting and the DPW meeting. So we had a successful meeting. Also had a meeting with Solar Team to talk about the amendment to the PPA, which the board just signed over the weekend. We have that taken care of. On Tuesday, I had breakfast meeting with Chris Rowland. I had bi-weekly police building committee Zoom meeting, which was a public meeting to talk about the police project. Also had a meeting with the Marshall Police Department on the actual construction with their architect and engineers on moving the project forward. As I mentioned, steel is going to be delivered in May. And we've been constantly updating for anyone that's watching our meeting. If you go to the town website, you go on the construction zone, you will see pictures as each project is moving ahead. You'll see that the foundation is in for the police station, and DPW, they're starting to do a lot of the groundwork and ground prep on that, as well as the second floor is up on the senior center project. But also on Tuesday, I had a meeting with Andrew Stewart to go over some building commissioner issues and some challenging projects on some of those perennial projects, as you know, on Old Pilgrim Trail and some stop work orders. I also had a meeting we attended the ZBA meeting for the DPW. Their project was approved by the ZBA. Also, I had a breakfast meeting with newly hired Chief Simpson to go over some issues for his contract. We had the Marshfield Senior Center public meeting, which took place, and got an update on where the project was. Also had a construction meeting following that. We had a construction meeting, which is staff only, to talk about some of the challenges and where we are with supplies and stuff being delivered. And I'm happy to say that that project's moving very rapidly. Over the weekend, they put some binder down in the parking lot. They're also in the process of finishing the roof. They were able to do a completely new roof. As most people know, by the time this project, the addition is done, the main building would have been 19 years old. Since you have to mesh the two roofs, we were able to take some of the funds and redo the whole roof, so it's captured under one guarantee. So that was being taken care of. Also, I had a meeting. We meet once a month with the DPW to go over challenges. This is outside of the capital project. This is to have a better working relationship with Tom Reynolds, with Dan, Patrick, and myself to go through different budgetary issues and challenges that they come across, and that's worked really well. Also had another meeting to finalize the first amendment to the power purchase agreement with NextGrid and No Fossil Fuel. On Friday, I had a breakfast meeting, and we worked on a few budgetary issues, and that's my town administrator's report.
Thank you, Mike. All right, move right into the conversation, discussion on paperless check stubs.
With that, I'll turn it over, if I may, Mr. Chairman, to our Treasurer, Collector, and Finance Director, Patrick Delarusso.
Please.
Michael, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as you know that Michael has charged me with looking at cost-saving measures, often within our sort of our operating structure. We made the decision to allow the employees about a year ago to start sort of testing out a paperless payroll type entry system where people can access the payroll information electronically. The board made the decision in January to allow my office to begin the transition to totally automate get payroll, so people don't get live paychecks anymore, so we can automate that process. And now, to come full circle, within a 90-day period, we're asking that we can get away from mailing out pay stubs to save $12,000 to $18,000 annually. One, and then two, what this will do, what's even better, is that we're trying to dovetail this into having our W-2s be uploaded to before January of next year, which would save the town $4 per employee. So that is, that's a substantial savings, given the fact that it costs $4 just for the W-2 and then the time and everything like that. That's an additional $10,000 to $12,000 in savings. So with your blessing today, we will institute that, and by May 1st, April 30th, will be the last day that the town issues pay stubs altogether, and people will have to go use their email and a passcode to access the payroll information through a secure link.
Makes sense to me. Any questions, Chris?
No, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, many companies are going that direction, and it just is it's the way of the world these days. So it makes a lot of sense to save money that way.
Steve?
No questions. Makes sense.
Motion to approve the paperless check stubs.
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept the paperless check stub.
It will be done, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Patrick.
It looks like we got a gift of $500 from Edward and Patricia Dwyer to the Veterans Gift Account. Thank them for the very generous donation. Chris?
Agreed. No questions.
Agreed. No questions.
Motion to accept the $500 donation.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept the $500 donation.
Another donation of $2,826 to the Recreation Department from the Armory Engineers PC for engineering services at Peter Argo Park.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, just to elaborate on this, as folks know, we had gone out to bid to build the new tennis courts and pickleball courts at the Boys and Girls Club. Just I have a mental block. Not the funding source. When they appropriated the money, it was just enough to cover the bid. There wasn't enough money to cover the soft costs, which were the engineering costs, et cetera. So Pat Brennan does a fantastic job for the town. And because he knew we were dipping into other funds to be able to cover the cost, he reduced his professional fee by $2,826 and called that a donation. And we only had to pay him $1,632.
Okay, well, we appreciate that. Chris,
Nope, no question. I appreciate it. No questions. Makes very nice.
Steve?
Yeah, very generous. No questions.
Okay. Motion to accept the donation of $2,826 to the Rec Department from Armory Engineers.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept the $2,826 donation from Armory Engineers.
Next up, we got another donation. This is great. Keep them coming. $150 for lunch money for the volunteers at the vaccination site from Kevin Harrington. And we appreciate that, Kevin.
Absolutely. Gotta feed those volunteers.
Sure do. Motion to accept that donation.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept a $150 donation from Kevin Harrington. Just so folks know, Kevin Harrington was just a gentleman that showed up. He got his shot. He had never been to such a more organized organization, and he felt as though he wanted to do something, so he wanted to contribute to taking care of the volunteers that gave him such a great experience.
That's really nice.
Great.
Cool.
That's universally recognized by everyone, Mike. So great job. All right. Did I already do the motion on that? Yes or no? I forgot.
Yes.
Okay. 1 day license for a private party at a residence. Mike, do we know? I don't have the full.
Yep.
data. Where is it?
So let me go through it. It's Gina Geminiani Flood at 3 Cottage Lane in Marshfield. She wants to have a barbecue party on July 10th from 4 to 11. She's going to have dancing and some live music. She's expecting 85 people, and she's got, it's going to be outdoor at her home, and they're going to have guests that are going to be dropped off. Tent is going to be set up in her backyard, and Gary Russell from the Board of Health was sent the information for them to take a look at, and they responded back and said, Gina, at this time, the state makes no exception as to vaccinated or not vaccinated. So the most people you could have outside, 25 outside and 10 inside. So if she wants to have it, she can't have the 85 people. She would be limited to 25 people.
Can I make a suggestion here? Chris, you're going to be taking over in a couple of weeks. Do you want to punt this down the road and see if things change?
Yeah, when is the party?
July 10th. So, I mean, in a month from now, you might have ease restrictions.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that it might have gotten loosened. I did go to college. Would have been loosened a little bit by Governor Baker, and I hear rumor that it's coming. So that kind of makes sense. If it's not an urgent thing right now, why don't we punt it and let's see if we can make it a little. It seems like she wants the 85, and she was willing to deal with the 35 overall, the 25 outside and the 10 inside. But it seems like it makes sense to wait on this if we can do it.
It's fine.
I
The only
don't-
thing I would, oh, sorry to interrupt. The only
I
reason
was
I would
just gonna
say,
say, yeah, I was just gonna say.
because
that-
the invite list maybe is the
Yeah.
only reason it would.
Yeah, she did want to do, so that's just so, she could do the 25 out and 10 in, which would give her 35, but I think it makes sense to wait and see, at least by the first or second week of May to see what the
Yeah.
governor's doing and how the numbers in the Commonwealth are moving.
Yeah, I mean, if she came back and said, I just don't want her, I want her to have the time to send out and get her RSVPs back, send out the invites and get her RSVP. So maybe that's why she's getting out here earlier, but I would think she would want us to wait a little while if that's possible.
So Mike, why don't we just relay that to her? If
Yes.
she needs the time, then
Yep.
you guys.
I'll call her and then I'll report back to the board.
Yeah, okay,
Hold
great.
off on this.
Perfect.
Next item is a discussion and vote for Mark Ford to the advisory board. We lost Mark years ago on the ZBA, who was there for years. So we're happy to have him back. I have no questions and thank him for coming back to volunteer again.
Absolutely. I love seeing, especially return volunteers. And again, whoever's watching this, whether it's live or recorded, we're always open to people to volunteer on committees here and get involved in our local government. So congrats. I mean, I'm happy to have Mark back.
Steve?
Yeah, same. Nothing new to add.
Okay, motion to appoint Mark Ford to the advisory board.
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to appoint Mark Ford to the advisory board.
All right. And I think that's it, correct?
Nope,
No?
we've got a couple of more items, so.
I missed him.
Yep. Next item is a discussion and vote on EMT access bill for dogs. There are two bills at the State House. One is Senate Bill 1606, and the other bill is House 2547. And both of these are Nero's Law, which is, if you remember, the police dog that was shot. Right now, police dogs, they're not allowed to be transported in an ambulance or be treated by medical staff. This law, if passed, and there's an enormous amount of supporters, on the Senate bill, there's over 25 people, and on the House bill, there's probably 40 or 50 people that sign on to the legislation. So Mr. Darcy asked that we put this on there. This bill was filed again this year, was filed last year. They didn't take a lot of action on it. But this year, it's been transferred to Public Safety, Homeland Security just last week. So if it's all right with the board, I will draft up a letter of support on behalf of the board, asking that the committee report that bill out favorably, get it through the House and Senate. But we all have police dogs. We want to make sure that those police dogs are treated the way we would expect anyone to be treated. If they get shot, we expect to be able to get them quick and swift medical attention.
Yes, and I'm looking at an earlier version of the agenda, and I completely concur. This is something that should be done, although we have no local control over it. All we can do is recommend as a board. So I completely agree. And I know Steve probably has some comments on it. Chris, go ahead. We'll let Steve wrap it up.
Sure. I'm good. I'm good with it. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I think anything that we can do to draw positive attention towards this is a good thing. And, it was really sad because they had to wait to track down a retired canine officer to help treat him because the EMTs legally were not allowed to. So I'd hate for something like that to happen up here with Benny, who's our canine dog. So I think it's a great bill. It's not controversial. So any support that we can give and public attention is a good thing.
Yeah, well, I agree. It should be done already. All right. So motion to approve that letter of support, Mike.
Second.
Okay, a motion has been made, duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous support to draft a letter. I'll get a letter drafted before I send it out. I'll share it with the board, and we'll go from there.
Is there, Mike, again, I have an earlier.
Yep, sure, let me do item 12, discussion and vote to accept the boom from MICFA supported by the harbor master. As part of the, ongoing improvements to the pier. There are booms on the commercial pier and a boom on the town pier. We boom on the town pier. MICFA would like to turn that over to the town. Harbor master's office will regulate. It will be open to everyone that's a commercial fisherman to be able to use it. And the town will maintain it as well as just like they maintain anything else.
It makes complete sense to me. Chris, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, we already maintain it. We already pay to maintain it already, right, Michael?
We, sometimes MICFA pays for it, but we would assume ownership of it.
And along with that, that would also, we would be responsible for the safety of operation and all that. So it seems like it makes a lot more sense, because since the fire and the police work for us at the end of the day, that would put that under their jurisdiction as well, right?
That
Safety
is
of operation
correct,
and
Mr.
everything.
Rowland. Yes,
And the harbor master. So it makes total sense to me. Thanks.
thank you.
Steve?
No questions.
Okay, so motion to approve the acceptance of the boom from MICFA.
Second.
Motion's been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Excellent. Unanimous vote to accept the boom for MICFA, supported by the harbor master.
And is that the
Final
last?
item is to accept the minutes from April 12th, 2021.
Do we have enough?
Yes.
All right, motion to accept those minutes.
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept the minutes of April 12th, 2021.
Now that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Our
That's
business.
Call for adjournment.
And that's it for selectmen's meetings for me, as far as I can tell. So I really want to thank everyone on the board now, in the past. We've accomplished a lot over 6 years. I want to thank all of our volunteers, all the department heads, specifically Patrick Delarusso, Phil Tavares, Bill Hawking, Mike Moresco. You've all done a great job. Just take care of each other. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for those kind words.
And if I could say a little couple words too about Michael, I kind of didn't even realize that today was your last selectmen's meeting, because you've been around for so long, the 6 years you've served this town as a selectman. And, I was just this bushy-tailed non-politician when I got into this a couple of years ago. And you've taught me a lot about what being a good selectman looks like. And I appreciate that. And, like we usually say, you're not going too far. So you'll be around, and you'll always be in Marshfield, but you'll always be a Marshfield selectman, even if you're not sitting in that seat. So
Thank you.
Yeah, Michael, you've given 6 years of service to the town, which we really appreciate it. You were involved in so many key hiring decisions that have had a huge ripple effect for our town. I mean, the things that Michael and Patrick have been able to do to clean up our books, and all these products that were made possible because you made sure that the key people got hired and helped to clean things up. So that was huge. It's been an honor and pleasure to work with you, and I've learned so much from serving you on the board, Michael, and you're going to be sorely missed. We've had a great board, made some great things happen. And I'll always say that Michael Bradley is not a show horse. He's a workhorse, and we need more of those in public service.
Thank you.
Thank
As
Very
my
nice.
last final act, I propose that we make sure that Patrick Delarusso supports the town at next year's Polar Plunge.
Second.
We take well, if you go, Pat, I'll be there. 'cause
I'm
my kids won't
obligated.
let me do it. They won't let me off
I
the hook.
want to do it this year.
there's a want to do it and just to do it.
Well, I'll see you there next year, Pat. I'll take that as
You do it, I'll do it.
Drag me
Patrick.
out there. Uh-oh.
Oh, we almost got the whole board. We'll have to check with the other
I
members.
don't-
I think
Yeah, man.
John Nash.
I've done it before.
Town administrator, I don't swim, so I'm out.
I'm out of town every year that weekend, so unfortunately.
Well, Patrick and I will take care of it. Pat, I'll see you there.
I'll see you there, brother. I'll be there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Really. I
Thanks,
appreciate it.
guys.
Have a great
And
evening,
I'll see you
everybody.
all at town meeting, and hopefully we'll get our new select person in on May 1st.
Well, we need a motion to adjourn, and you might have one more shot at the gavel, Mr. Chairman, at the, we have a meeting tentatively right at the table in case there's any last minute business.
Of course.
Needs to be taken care of.
There may be a lack of the gavel. I'm pretty sure my son may have taken or appropriated the gavel when I was signing stuff over last weekend. I can't confirm that, but I think it's gone, Mike.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
At any rate, thanks, everyone. And
Motion to adjourn? Yeah.
motion.
Have a
Second.
good evening, guys.
A motion to
Thank you.
adjourn. Roll call is in order. Mr. Bradley?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy? Unanimous
Aye.
to adjourn. Thank you.
Aye.
and-
Thanks, all.